Alright, what's going on, everyone? Phil here, live on my first of 2 gameplay streams. Today is Saturday, August 19th, 2017. Yes, it is out of the ordinary that I would be doing a double stream day on a Saturday. But I mixed up my schedule this week. Not really mixed it up, but shuffled it around a little bit. Because yesterday I needed to get my hair cut, and that was the only time that appointment was available. So last night I got my hair cut, I did my errands, like my grocery shopping and stuff that I would usually do on Saturday, which means that today I'm doing a double stream day to make up for yesterday, okay? So, ooh, I got a burp. Oh my god, excuse me. Yes, I am drinking the VA energy drink. So you'll probably hear some burps during the stream, okay? So, yeah, first stream today, Agents of Mayhem. Second stream will be more Sonic Mania. Agents of Mayhem. Yes, it was on the precipice of being canceled a couple days ago. But during that session, that was kind of like the do or die session, I unlocked 2 unique characters. A ninja, who primarily does melee attacks. That's very different from the rest of the cast. And a chain gun wielding roller derby girl, who basically is a tank and has shoulder tackle attacks kind of like the Juggernaut. So, between those 2 characters, it added enough variety to the game that I was actually having a lot more fun playing it. And I did some research and looked into it, and actually found out that basically I'm about halfway through the game, story-wise. I've already done a lot of the side content, and even though there are side missions for every single agent, all it really is more grinding gameplay leading to a weapon skin, so it's not really that big of a deal. I probably won't do those. But story-wise, I'm about halfway through the game, and if I really focus just on the story, probably 2 more sessions and I'll finish it up. So being that I've already invested a good 10 hours of gameplay into the game, I said, you know what? What the hell? 2 more sessions in the next few days isn't that big of a deal. Let's just wrap it up. I'm fully aware that people are bored of this game, and a lot of people are not really paying attention to it. That's okay. I'm putting out enough variety of content between this and Sonic Mania and Ultra Street Fighter 2, and I just finished Siren Blood Curse yesterday. You know, there'll be new stuff coming up this week. I'll probably be resuming Danganronpa 2 sometime this coming week. So all that going on, there's enough going on that it's not like I'm just playing Agents for a week and I'm pissing people off or anything like that, okay? So, that's why I'm doing more Agents of Mayhem on stream today. If anything, folks, let's treat it like this. For those of you who are here live right now, okay? Let's treat it more like this. Instead of being more of a serious, oh my god, you know, narrative-style playthrough stream, let's just hang out a little bit. Let's just have some fun today, right? Make it be a little bit more laid back. Make it be a little bit more relaxed. Talk a little bit more in the stream chat today, maybe. I'll be seeing what you guys are, paying attention to what you guys are saying and talking with you. Rather than being hyper-focused on the game, because it seems like I really don't have to be hyper-focused on this game, right? Now, tonight I'll be doing more Sonic Mania at 7:30 p.m. and you may be saying, but I thought you already beat the game. Well, I did. I did the regular vanilla ending, where I beat all the stages and fought the final boss. But now, I'm on a Emerald Hunt, Emerald Quest. Okay? And that being said, I'm seeking out all the optional stuff, basically, to get the actual secret ending of the game. Apparently, if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, you then fight the final boss again, and it unlocks a different version of the final boss and the true ending of the game. So I'm trying to do that tonight. I got 2 emeralds left, and the final emeralds are pretty tough to get, so it may take me a while. And then keep in mind, I have to redo the entire final stage of the game again. Excuse me. Yeah, I have to do from the beginning the entire final stage of the game again. To get to the final boss and see what the true ending of the game is. Now, if I do wrap that up, then I will try to maybe do a little bit of gameplay with Knuckles, who has been unlocked now that I've beaten the game the first time. Alright? So that's kind of tonight's session. Hope to see you then as well if you can make it. Tomorrow will be Ultra Street Fighter 2. Yes, my weekly fighting game session will be tomorrow. Looking forward to that. I love doing that once a week, regardless of the fact that the connections are terrible and I have a fucking loser-ass, no-life, really pathetic stalker that follows me around every time I play the game. So, That'll be tomorrow, and then Monday, I'll be trying to conclude Agents of Mayhem and probably conclude Sonic as well, depending on how things go tonight with the stream. We'll see. You know, worst case, if I finish, let's say I totally finish up Sonic tonight, then maybe Monday night I'll either do Danganronpa 2, or maybe I'll take some time to film a couple mini reviews. They will not be the full-fledged edited reviews that I'm used to doing on KO Gaming, but again, maybe just me doing, you know, like maybe doing a spoken version of my reviews, so I just talk to the camera like I used to, the old school method of my reviews or whatever, right? But we got some weird cheers today. We got a cheer from Spiru Agnew, who did a 10-bit cheer and is asking me about Jake Paul drama. Dude, I don't even know who Jake Paul is. I really don't. I don't care. And I know nothing about the drama about him, so don't ask me questions about stupid shit. Let's just be straight up. It's stupid shit. I have no idea about it, and I'm not going to waste my time talking about it. Whoa Moses did a 10-bit cheer. And he's talking about, I don't know, it's something about an East Coast, West Coast Street Fighter rivalry. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's some weird stuff going on. Like I said, these are weird cheers. These are bizarre cheers. I got people asking me about Jake Paul drama and East Coast, West Coast rivalry in Street Fighter that I don't even know if it exists anymore. I mean, when I was into Street Fighter in the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, that was a big thing. But, you know, now I have no idea. I haven't been into competitive Street Fighter for, like, the greater part of 10 years. So I know nothing about it, and I don't know why people would cheer about it. Weird. Very weird. King Jezel just resubscribed to the channel for the 4th month in a row. He says, here's the Twitch portion of my monthly tribute. Aspect Emperor Phil. Well, thank you, King Jezel, for the contribution, for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that. Okay, so Duderito is saying apparently people are looking at, like, 15 to 20-year-old IRC posting history and are posting it up as cheers. Congratulations! Good for you. Holy crap, I'm pretty sure if you go back, you can see me saying some incredibly ludicrous stuff. Insulting, nasty stuff. I guarantee you it's there because I remember, you know, when I used to be a really bad instigator back in the day. I used to really stir the shit. Let's put it that way. Really badly stir the shit back then. But that was quite a long time ago. Quite a long time ago. Way before I obviously grew up and matured and, you know, now I don't care about that stupid drama shit anymore. But back then, it was all about the drama in Street Fighter. The West Coast, East Coast drama shit. It really was. But that's the thing with these people, right? To them, nothing ever changes. Like I said, again, it's the black and white mentality of thinking. Nothing ever changes. Everything is absolute. If I said something on IRC or a forum on the internet 20 years ago, it obviously still stands up today. And it's still truthful and it's still, you know. Pretty stupid. Pretty stupid. I mean, you have to be a really immature idiot, a real dumb fuck, to think that that's how the world is absolute. Nothing ever changes, no one matures, no one ever, you know, okay, whatever you say. Never forget that the 10-bit series said drama got the bitches back then. No, quite honestly, drama kept the community going in a lot of ways. See, a lot of people don't realize this, but back then it was a grassroots movement. There was no sponsorship for Street Fighter players or Street Fighter tournaments in the late 90s and the, you know, all the way up to when Street Fighter 4 was released in what, 2008? There was no sponsorship for Street Fighter. So, in a lot of ways, the things that kept people going in the Street Fighter community was these drama things. You start these rivalries, these ridiculous, beefs. West Coast versus East Coast, or this player versus this player, this style of play versus this style of play. Keep in mind that for the greater part of a decade, we were pretty much all playing the same games, too. We were playing Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Capcom vs. SNK 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Capcom didn't put out a major Street Fighter game from the years of, 2001 until, 2008. So you're talking a 7-year span when there was really nothing going on with Street Fighter. So if you were into it and you were into the competitive community, you had to find a way to keep yourself occupied and hyped. And really it was this drama between players, between groups of players, between regions and everything that kept the community going in a lot of ways. People talking shit and people having beef with each other was a way to motivate people to want to go to a tournament and see this matchup and see this and see that, right? So, I don't know. I actually don't know how it is today. I mean, I'm sure there's still drama and shit, but I really want no part of it. As you guys know, I am not part of the competitive Street Fighter community. I have no desire to be part of it at all. All right? Shout out to Captain Caveman who did a 25-bit cheer and says, party time. Yes, today's stream, since we are doing Agents of Mayhem, and since it is a situation where it's not exactly the most exciting game, if you guys want to talk a little bit more in the stream chat about stuff, I'd be more than willing to do that. Especially, even if you want to talk about off-topic stuff. The only thing I would ask, please don't bring up, religious stuff or political stuff today. I know there's plenty of political shit going on. I don't want to turn it into PolitiChat, where we're going to have people on the left and right arguing with each other. It's just not worth it. And nothing's going to come of it anyway. But if you guys want to talk about other stuff, I'm more than likely, or more than willing to talk about it. Blue Blur just resubscribed for the 4th month in a row. He says, 4 months since I got a job. Here's to more in the future. Thank you, Blue Blur. Appreciate that. Alexander Rossi did a 20-bit cheer. He said, Justin Wong in his prime versus Alex Vaya in his prime in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Who would win? Justin Wong, for sure. Listen, Vaya's a great player. He always will be. But his forte has always been the old school. He's never been, top tournament level in anything, really, but kind of the Street Fighter 2 series. And the Alpha series. Let me put that away. Also, the Alpha series was huge in the 90s, and he was really good at the Street Fighter Alpha series. But, the Versus games, the Street Fighter 3 games, he's always tried to play them, but he was never, at the top. As opposed to Justin Wong can literally be at the top of whatever game he chooses to play. He's that adaptable of a player. So I would always go with Justin over, Vaya if you're talking an overall, variety style player on a wider range of games. It's always going to be Justin. So I have a few quick things to talk about, folks. All right. First off, I kind of have, sadly, I guess you could call it bad news, kind of an alert. So today's the 19th, right? So that means that there are, let's see, that would be 11, 12 days left? Yes. There are 12 days left this month, for the month of August, okay? That means, of course, there's 12 days left to pledge to my Patreon for the month of August. However, it's not looking too good, folks. What I mean by that is, at one point, we were just under $1,000, and the monthly goal this month is $11.25, like usual. A bunch of people just lowered their pledges. There were some people who had some larger ongoing pledges pretty much every month. And sadly, they lowered their pledges. Right now, we are $200 below hitting the funding goal for August. Now, obviously, this means that the goal for this month is in jeopardy. You might say, well, what is the goal? The goal is a Halloween horror event where I do a marathon of horror games like I've done for the past 2 years. Because the past 2 years, I've done the same exact event, by the way, for Patreon, and I hit the goal. If we hit the goal, number one, those who pledge $5 or more will be nominating and voting on horror-themed games for me to play during this event. And number two, you'll also be doing, what do you call it? Nominating my costume. You'll be trying to vote on what kind of costume I'll be wearing during Halloween. All right, this Halloween event. So I hit it 2 years in a row. 1 year I dressed up as a Ghostbuster, and I played that new Fatal Frame game. And then last year I dressed up as Deadpool, and I played a variety of games. People really seemed to like last year's event because of the variety of games that we jumped between. It was pretty fun. Okay. But, I mean, we're way off the goal. We're over $200 away from hitting the goal with basically 12 days to hit it. There's still plenty of time, and especially if you like Halloween, you like horror, you want to see this happen in October, please consider pledging, you know, $5 or more by the end of this month to get in on the event. I would hate to not do a Halloween event this year, but I got to stick to my guns, folks. This is a motivating tactic to get people to pledge to my Patreon. You know, if I didn't have these monthly goals, there would be a lot of people who probably would not pledge to my Patreon because they pledged specifically to get the goal. All right? So, please consider pledging if you have not. All right? Check it out. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Obviously, you'll also get other stuff. It's not just about the monthly goal. You get personal perks, for example, getting text or verbal thank yous in my videos, asking me questions for my bi-monthly show, Ask the King, which, by the way, happens next week. This coming week is Ask the King on Thursday. Or even getting a private Q&A video made. I have to make one of those tomorrow for a patron from last month. So, pretty good stuff. You know, as goals as well that you get in accordance with your pledge amount. Keep in mind the funding for Patreon goes to a good cause. It pays my bills, my electricity, my internet. It buys the games that I play. It'll basically allow me to cover all the new releases coming up the next few months. So, you know, I come to rely on this funding to pay my bills, folks. And in particular, here's the other thing. This is why it's a double whammy for me right now. Okay? Double whammy is because the month of July, I did well on stream and I did well on YouTube, yet YouTube decided to pay me a third less than I usually get because they said, oh, it's the summer months. And, you know, since it's the summer months, we're going to do a bad job of bringing in advertisers to our website. And we're not going to get those good ads that, you know, are going to actually pay a lot of money. Therefore, you'll do just as much work and bust your ass. And people will still watch your videos, but you'll get paid a third less because we suck at what we do. That's the bottom line. So, come next month, September, I am going to be in trouble financially if I cannot get stuff going. And obviously already having a third less money coming in from YouTube, now paired with the fact that I might not hit my Patreon goal, is not a good thing. At all. Okay? So please, folks, consider pledging if you have not. Alright? I do appreciate everyone who does pledge. And it helps me out tremendously. I will really need the help this month because it's going to come in at a time when, you know, it's going to help stave off the fact that July sucked on YouTube because YouTube sucks and can't get ads. Okay? And then you get X the Wrath, who's always negative in the stream chat every single day. Says, make it go that people want. I just explained that I've done this as a goal for the past 2 years, and every year I hit it. So, you go ahead and you stomp your feet and you scream and whine like a baby in the stream chat, not knowing what the hell you're talking about. This is a goal that's been hit before. It's obvious people like it and want it. Unbelievable, this guy. I've told him a million times to fucking cut that shit out in the stream chat, but every day he's in here being a negative jerk. And here he goes again with more. Alright. So, folks, obviously, you know I have a Teespring store. I'm not going to go into detail about that. Alright? Lastly, folks, if you're here and you're enjoying today's stream and you like my daily streams and you like my daily on-demand videos on YouTube and you want to see me continue to be able to do this in the long term, okay? You want to see me continue to put out these fun daily stuff for you. Well, there's many ways that you can help, all right? The ways in particular, if you're watching the stream live, would be cheering with bits, subbing to the channel, or tipping me, okay? Sorry, taking care of a few idiots in the stream chat right now. Getting rid of them. Okay, there we go. Shout out to Game Master's Dead, who did a 10-bit cheer. Mort also did a $2 tip that I'm not going to read. And King of Hypocrisy, who's been banned about 400 times before for trolling, did a 10-bit troll cheer, and he's banned from the chat, because I'm not going to put up with his stupid shit. There you go. So, yes, you can either cheer, sub, or tip during the course of today's stream. It helps me out tremendously, alright? If you do any of those, I will give you a shout-out. As you heard, I've been doing shout-outs for the intro of the stream here. If you if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you click on the share button after subbing to the channel, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll actually get an on-screen pop-up notification in accordance with, your contribution. So you get that verbal recognition and you'll get a visual recognition. You get double recognition for your contributions, all right? Now, I do have a special request for the next couple of weeks, folks. It goes hand in hand with what I just said about YouTube in July being terrible, and basically the fact that I'm going to have a low payout come September. And in particular, September, there's a lot of games I need to buy. I'm counting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 or 6 new games in September, if not more, that I need to be able to afford. It's going to be pretty tough considering I made a third less on YouTube than I'm supposed to. All right? If you are going to contribute to the stream and you have the option of choosing, gee, what should I do? Should I cheer, should I sub, or should I tip? I would ask that if you could tip. And the reason I say that is because if you cheer and sub, it's great. And, thank you very much to those who do. I'm very appreciative of it. I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. But those methods take 2 months to clear. Okay? Meaning, anything that you cheer or you sub today, I won't see that until October. However, I need help in the month of September, not October. So, if you tip me, I get that right away. So, if you have the option, all right, please tip. If you don't, or, I can only do a cheer, I can only sub, that's fine. And I appreciate everyone who does do these things. Okay, I mean, there's some of the cheer wars and stuff that we've seen over the past couple of weeks have been great. I'm highly appreciative of that. But if you have the option, you really want to help out, please consider tipping. That's the way to go. If you don't know how to do that, look below my stream right now on my Twitch page. And there's a little section there, a little picture of me posing with Pokemon. And if you click on that, it takes you to my tips page, where you can either do an anonymous tip, or you can leave your name and a message. Okay? Fair enough? Sound good? All right. I think it's time to start. What do you think? Like I said, today, folks, will be a more laid-back stream. Okay? It will be. Where I'm going to be talking with you guys more than anything, because there really isn't much story to be said in this game. And when there is story, it's not exactly the best, most riveting shit ever. So, Steve G08, I guess Steve Go, I don't know. He says, well, I go back to Dead by Daylight eventually. I mean, maybe. I'm not saying that I'm definitely going to, but if people want to see me play it again, I would. However, I mean, I did play a ton of it, So, I don't know if people would want to see me go back to that game or not, unless there's something significant that's happening that people want to see me do. There you go. A nice troll $2 tip. That's obviously from Mort, by the way. Here we go. Thank you, Mort, for the $2 troll tip. I'm not stupid, and I know that's from you. So here's the other thing that people don't realize. This is what's really funny about this, okay? People don't realize that when they tip me, that I actually get a notification from PayPal about who actually tipped me. They tell me who the money came from. Even if you change your name in the pop-up message, I still get to see who actually sent me the money. So a lot of the times people hide their names and they say they're a different person or whatever. Or they do a troll tip, thinking that like I'm hiding my identity. When in reality, I know exactly who you are. But go ahead, by all means, keep it up. I mean, you sent me $2 to leave a cheer that no one cares about, so, or not really a cheer, an insulting message no one cares about, so congrats. Alright, I think it's time to get started. What do you guys think? I think it's time. All right. All right, let's end the pre-stream and get started with Agents of Mayhem. Like I said, this is going to be a very story-focused stream. I'm not really going to be doing side content at all. Just going to be doing what's in line with the story. Okay? Sound good? All right, thank you.